Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Darren Dracone Plays. So, this is the Cosmic Will Sisterhood. This is a game that I picked up around late last year. I don't remember exactly when it was that I picked it up. I think it was around Christmas time or slightly before Christmas. But I just remember having a very good time playing this. It kind of came out of nowhere for me. I'm subscribed to Devolver Digital on YouTube, and it was one of the games that kind of just popped up in my feed, and I saw it, and I liked the art style. I liked the overall character designs and things like that from the trailer. So I decided I'd go ahead and pick it up. It wasn't very expensive from what I remember. And I sat down and I think I played it, beat it in all of like a day and a half. It's not a very long experience, but it is a really, really good experience. I like the writing from it. I like the character designs. I like the world and the lore behind it. Everything about this was really, really good. And it was one of the very few games that I played last year that it made me want to come back and actually start recording again because I had such a good time with it. But here we are again, after I've beaten it, and I want to go ahead and play it with some different choices this time around, because I do think that by the time I got to the end, things had kind of gotten muddled from the original decisions that I wanted to do. So let's go ahead and jump into the Cosmic Will Sisterhood, shall we? As you can see, there's the playthrough that I had after my first playthrough. This actually isn't my first playthrough. This is my second playthrough here, but we'll jump into a new slot. Eternal void, heed the words of a prisoner. I beg of you, send me a curse to break this immortal isolation. Hear the chant my mentor once forbid me to recite. Stranger to my soul, invade my body. Stranger to my soul, invade my mind. Grant me an eye to see beyond my torment. Take my pride, my sorrow, my chains. Turn them into power, wisdom, revenge. Stranger to my soul, invade my magic. Stranger to my soul, become my faith. That's a beautiful song. Feels great to be awakened again. Who are you? My name's Fortuna. I'm a witch. Why did you summon me? Because I would rather lose my pride than my sanity. Sounds fun. Tell me more. I was condemned to exile by the leader of my coven. Today marks the 200th year of my millennium-long sentence. I can't take it anymore. I need your help. What do you use as a clock? Humanity's cradle. Planet Earth. Oh, 200 human years. That's quite some time. I feel you. I had been in prison for 5,402 years until you summoned me. Isolation can really do a number on you. I will help you. I shall become your familiar. Thank you, Abramar. Now, get comfortable. We're going to seal a contract. First of all, allow me to express my gratitude. I'm really thankful you freed me from my cosmic prison. Of course. You're welcome. Is something the matter? Not really. It's just that after all the reading I did about behemoths, I didn't expect your behavior to be so mundane. Whoa, mundane. That hurt. Oh, I mean, you're still intimidating, but I always pictured you speaking in archaic poetry or something like that. I like you. I like you so much I'm going to let you pick the terms of our contract. You will still have to pay a high price for my magic, though. I'm well aware of that. I won't back off. All right, then let's begin your training. The ceremony is 5 days long. Let me know when you're ready to begin. Right now. You're already my favorite master. The first day is the easiest one. An interview so we can get to know each other. Lesson 1. Admittance. Tell me about yourself. What is your specialty? I'm a fortune teller. Oh, one of my favorites. Would you mind doing a reading for me? I can't. As part of my sentence, Adina banished my tarot deck. Adina is the leader of my coven. Wow, you must have done something really grave to get exiled and deprived of your magic. I foretold the falling of my coven. Bleak, but how are your visions your fault? After my premonition, the coven was consumed by despair. Many witches came to me for counsel to prepare before the end times. Adina didn't like that. She holds supreme authority in our coven, so she decided to exile me to this wandering asteroid. Our leader determined that even if all covens must fall eventually, advertising their demise only pushes the catastrophe forward. Adina decided my power posed a great danger to the peace inside our coven. She concluded that I had to learn to reason instead of relying exclusively on my gift. So I was sentenced to mediate for a millennium, deprived of my deck. Since I'm here, I deduce that you don't agree with your leader's judgment. She was afraid of my influence. Many of our sisters put their trust in my advice. I'm sure that hag thought I was undermining her supremacy and decided to cast me out. You sure sound sour about it. Would you kill her should you have the chance? I think the first time around I did say yes. This time around I'm going to say no. No. Isolation didn't eat away your mercy yet, I see. Okay, I will help you recover your powers. Will you get me a new tarot deck? Tarot? No. I mean, tarot is cute, but it's too human-centric to grasp the hidden truths of the cosmos. You will create your own deck. My own deck? I wouldn't even know where to begin. Shh. Leave the details to me. That is what these 5 days of training are for. You're going back to witch school, Fortuna. For this training, we will review the 4 basic elements of magic: air, water, earth, and fire. Oh no. Don't worry, it will be fun. Plus, you'll get to seal a contract with me for each of those energies. Now get some rest. Tomorrow, we will start with the invisible energy, air. Lesson 2, context. First day of school. Are you nervous? To be honest, I'm just happy to be able to hear something other than my own voice. That's cool. Today we're going to talk about air. I'm going to focus on what will be useful for creating our divination deck. Understood. Air represents the invisible, the negative space, that which imbues everything. Air is the collective subconscious energy within a community, the ecosystem. Air is everything that surrounds us. Air is context. Exactly. Master your air, and you will require unparalleled awareness. There is power in knowing one's place, even when isolated. You are one with the cosmos. Now, for the first part of our contract, we will seal our air energies together. Yes, please. As I promised, I will let you decide the nature of every seal. You just need to answer a question. But careful. Your answers will affect your fate dramatically. I'm ready. For the air seal, how do you want to be perceived? I think the first time I did this, I was feared. It was fairly interesting too. Um, I don't want to be pitied. I guess I want to be adored this time around because I did say I was going to do different things. Let's see. Sure, I'll be adored. I want to be adored. Ready for an ego trip, eh? I'm on board. Inspiring adoration will allow you to gather support from many, but be careful you don't get overthrown by your idol persona. I understand. Allow me to seal our air energies together then. Ew, that hurt. That felt good. Can't you feel the power? Yes, I feel it, but I also felt like I was tearing apart. Well, girl, I'm a behemoth after all. What did you expect? I know. I can take it. Good. Now focus on that bit of air energy we unlocked. I'm going to use it to create our first card. I notice you have a ceremonial tokonoma for witchcraft in the basement. Head over there and I will teach you to create cards. All right, so now we're gonna kind of get into the main part of the game, which is you get to make your own tarot decks and such. So you can kind of skip around too, of course. This is the Arcane Grimoire. Here, you will acquire magic images that can be used to craft your cards. There are 3 types. Spheres for the backgrounds, Arcana for the main figure on the card, and symbols to add some magic pizzazz to your compositions. They all cost magic energy to summon. Right now, you can only acquire air type elements because we've only unlocked the air seal. But you can go ahead and browse the Grimoire and save your future creations. So yeah, again, you'll have a lot of different choices, as you can see, for the different combinations and things like that. It's really fun to actually just go ahead and create your own cards and stuff. Let's see what we have here. We have the Opera House, an enchanted opera house that magnifies the emotions of anything sung inside its chambers. You have Quicksand Graveyard, a magical cemetery for the witches who dare to tamper with time. The quicksand absorbs the bodies and turns their souls into heat. You have Pleasant Prairie. When Jasmine's mentor retired, she summoned a dozen acres of enchanted grasslands, inspired by a poem written by the youngest witch of her coven. Moonstone Temple. Before magical enslavement was forbidden, the long-lost coven of the Jade Sculptors tasked 7 major demons with carving a gigantic temple out of a moon. The unspeakable dimensions of the temple make the witches who study inside its halls aware of their insignificance within the universe and enhance their powers through humility. I can't really see that. Giovanna Payash Giothi? During the last year before the Age of Witches, the ancients pierced these lands so deep the planet is always bleeding lava. The first witches tried to heal the dominion by covering it with the tears of water deities. The waters of Giovanna Payash Giothi are forever boiling. Rituals performed using salt from these waters grant access to the most profound emotions. The road. The road back is lethal. The road ahead is unknown. Demonic Desert Lands. Home of Dahlia, the Daggersmith Witch, my favorite character. The white sands of this dominion are cursed. Earth sediments wake up and transform into bone demons. Dahlia hunts them and uses their bodies and innards to craft ceremonial knives. So yeah, that's the other thing about this lore, is that they're different type of witches. So Dahlia, she is a daggersmith witch, and she basically uses knives as a magical item, and she carves them from different things. But she's cool, she's badass, she's my favorite character. And she had a really cool design to her character, so I really enjoyed it. Shipwreck Library, home of a water deity that collects every letter that was never sent or never got to its destination. Witches can purchase this lost knowledge in exchange for unedited poems or beautiful shells. Charred Battlefield, war is meaningless. This is the Vicanis Majoris, one of the largest known stars. The forbidden behemoth was once imprisoned at the core of this red hypergiant. Sunset Docks, a humble wooden dock cursed by a heartbroken witch. The legends say that anyone who parts ways with someone and sails away from this dock will never meet the one they left behind again. Jade Monk's Waterfall, home of the Coven of the Jade Sculptors. The giant Jade Monk statues guard the souls of every member of the clan. If you bring the heart of a deceased Jade Witch back to these waterfalls, she can be born again as a mortal, retaining her memories, but not her skills. Those who are reborn must act as servants for the living witches of their coven. Gem Skull Belt. Less than a century ago, the architect witch Greeth carved 13 skull-shaped runes out of an asteroid belt, all connected by ivory walk bridges. The rumors say these chambers turn a witch's words into energy and allow them to communicate with extra-dimensional beings. Nomad Sky Caravan, the best merchants of the galaxy. They couldn't figure out how to travel through space, so they tore away a piece of their homeland's skies and took it with them. A blue nebula full of flying ships that soar the Milky Way. Titan Quarry. Titans are said to be able to mine a planet the size of Earth in less than 50 years. Their kind is unable to hurt a soul, so they only mine asteroids or planets that are unable to sustain life. No one knows what they use the mined materials for. They are happy to share their ore if you ask them with respect. The 100-column worship. Inside the Warhorse Nebula, there's a passage to a non-Euclidean canyon filled with 100 obsidian towers. No witch knows who erected them. If you climb onto a tower, you can see versions of yourself looking back at you from the many windows of the rest of the towers. Or are they the ones being watched? Defrenia? A city of blacksmiths built inside the skeleton of a titanic behemoth. The bone marrow of the fallen beast burns for eons, so their forges are always alight. The Red String Club, a cursed cocktail bar that takes the soul of whoever owns it hostage in exchange for supernatural abilities to read into their customer's soul. This is also one of the games that Devolver Digital published, if I'm not mistaken. I think I actually own it, but I haven't actually played it. I think I saw somebody else play it long time ago, but I have yet to play it myself. Forgotten Factory. Many millennia ago, before witches cracked the cosmic code to manipulate matter, they built a factory under the crust of Venus. It was operated by iron golems, and it allowed many human covens to expand beyond the solar system. And finally, the Magical Post Office. A magic forest realm inside the folds of time, only accessible by witches' familiars. The Magical Post Office is the quickest way to send letters and parcels to one witch dominion to another. Witches favor this method of communication because there is no known way to tamper with it. And that's just the spheres. So again, you have spheres. We'll go ahead and choose, because it looks like we can only choose one of a few, actually. So we can choose Magical Post Office. We can choose the Opera House, Pleasant Prairie, and the Road. I want to say that's it. Oh, we can also choose Nomad Sky. We do have 9 air, so let's try to stay in along those lines. So I'll choose the Magical Post Office. Okay. And the next is we have an Arcana. I won't go ahead and read through all of these. I'll just read through whichever one that I'll end up picking, which is going to be, let's see. It looks like we only have 2 choices. We have the Harpy Herald And we have the shaman. So I'll go ahead and pick the Harpy Herald, harbinger of newfound paths. The Herald has been spreading occult discoveries from coven to coven since she was created by the corpse of Arch Witch Cademia. All right. We got 2 air left. And then the last is a symbol. In this case, oh, there's a lot of different symbols that we can have. But I think we're limited with the choices, so we can pick the Onyx Trumpet. We can pick the Dark Matter Bow. Arbiter Book. And the Aether Wings, which is what I think I'll go ahead and pick. One of the most popular spells among beginner witches. The Aether Wings spell not only allows the user to fly, but allows them to gift wings to other beings. All right, so we used up all our energy right there. Now build your first card. You can move the background and drag, rotate, or scale the images around. Add as many images as you want from the stock at the side of the card. Don't worry, it won't cost you extra energy. Put your soul into it. Okay, for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of, yes, do a little something here. But yeah, you can spend a long time just kind of messing around with this and, you know, trying to come up with something. Again, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. Let's see. Can I flip this? I know you can. There we go. Because I did spend quite a bit of time messing around with this when I played this before. I am just going to hide this that there. And actually, I'll put another one here. Let's reverse it. Be like she has some little wings on her leg. There we go. This is kind of triggering my work stuff. Sometimes I have to work with a design team and stuff for work. I think that's good. Yeah, I'll go with that. But again, you can spend a long time just messing around with this. So this can fulfill all your Canva needs right here. The Coven. The meaning of a card varies depending on which elements you combine. Air elements lean towards relationships, community, and karma. Pay attention to your studies so you can tune your divination style towards the ideas you fancy the most. It can be tricky at the beginning. The only way to master this is through experience. All right, so I created the Coven. The magical post office controls the flux of information, a strong avatar for justice, imbued with purpose. The Aether Wings elevates the arcana for everyone to see. A hurricane of air energy will stir luck and a call for the unexpected. Meanings, leadership, purpose, justice, predestination, and luck. All right, so we've created our first card. Did you like it? Looks promising. Feels way more complex than tarot, but I can sense its potential. Good. We're only just getting started. It will all make more sense when you try your hand at reading them. We'll wait until you've made at least 2 cards, though. There's not a lot of predestination in shuffling a single card. I'm sorry, you must be tired. Go to bed and review the fundamentals of air. Tomorrow, we will unlock your water. Thank you, Abramar. Thanks to you, Fortuna. I will make you happy, I promise. Good night. He is not made of stardust. He can grant you power, but will not understand your heart. O Fortuna, each day me cometh to teacheth thee. For briefeth is the cosmos, and eternal thy grief. What are you doing? I thought I could get more in character to satisfy your expectations. I'd rather focus on our studies. Oh, come on. You're not the only one excited about being able to talk to somebody after eternal imprisonment. Loosen up a bit. I'll go along with it. I like Abramar. Oh, leaf familiar. We charm art we studieth today. What? Colors me art thee well. Stop. I give up. Now come here and teach me your magic. Phew, even joking around doesn't stop you from being intense. Okay, focus, Abramar. Let's begin today's lesson. The second element we will unlock is water. Water represents substance, meaning the hidden nature of things. Water comes in many shapes: purpose, desire, willpower. Water is everything that lives inside of you. Water is emotion. That's a good synthesis, yes. Master your water, and you will have the key to any heart and soul. There's power in empathy and self-awareness. Water isn't fort, but I understand. Isn't my forte, Jesus. Yeah, I noticed that. But don't worry, I'm here to support you. Now, for the second part of our contract, we will seal our water energies together. Yes, please. Again, you decide the nature of our contract. Answer this question. And remember, your answer will affect your fate dramatically. I know. For the water seal, what is your innermost desire? Power, romance, knowledge. I think I chose knowledge last time. This time I will choose romance, because I think I screwed myself last time. Romance. Interesting that you specified romance and not just love. If it's sex that you're interested in, I can provide that. No need to waste a seal. Shut up. Romance it is then. I wasn't joking about the sex though. I mean, we've both been isolated for far too long. If you ever feel like it, I'd be happy to oblige. I have a question. When will all the contracts we've been sealing become effective? Immediately. I mean, they're etched into the cosmic wheel as we speak. In time, it'll all come to you, and you will be pretty aware of the moment they're delivered. See, I can tell you one thing for sure. They'll come in the same order we sealed them. First, you will get your adoration. You will notice how people idolize you. With time, you will know those who will satisfy your thirst for romance. Then, whatever we seal on your earth will happen. And finally, in the distant future, you'll pay the price we agree on the fire seal. A price, huh? Everything you've asked for will come at a price. I guess your summoning spell is forbidden for a reason, huh? Having second thoughts? No, I need this. Seal the second contract already. Brace yourself. Ugh, my bones. Woohoo! Girl, you have power. I just hope this torture is worth it. It will be. Have faith. Can I make a new card now? Yes, same as yesterday. head to the basement. All right. Again, for these little introductory cards, I won't spend too much time on them. I'll just kind of focus on getting the actual points. All right, let's go ahead and create a new card. This is water, so let's see if we can get something water themed. We'll do this one. We will follow that up with let's do the Forbidden Door to Pleasure. And let's follow that up with Swordfish Liquor. 1 glass will make you happy. 2 glasses will make you horny. 3 glasses will make you honest. Is that post-nut clarity? Okay, let's see. Let's do something like... I guess I can't really do it the way I would prefer. So let's do that. I think you can make this smaller, right? Can you not make this smaller? Into the front, into the bottom, duplicate, flip. Yeah, I thought there was a way to make stuff smaller, and I'm pretty sure there is, but it's blanking on me right now. So we'll just do something like that. With a drink in there. Oh crap, I didn't mean to move this. And then, come here, fishy. We will do the fish up there. Sure, that'll work for now. Origin of species. The ever-boiling sea of tears grants access to the most profound emotions. The door holds the promise for quenching many kinds of thirst. The swordfish liquor runs with truth. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. Meanings are introspection, yearning, passion, and power. Now, come upstairs. You're going to read the cards for me. Time for some divination. This is your area of expertise, so you guide me through this. Okay, a card reading with just 2 cards, huh? We need to test if these really work, so I'll do a reading we can confirm on the spot. I'm going to read your past. Whoa, that's bold. I like it. I'm ready. Him. It's been a couple of centuries without my deck. I may be a bit rusty. You just enjoy it. You're among friends here. Okay, it's going to be a very simple reading. I'm going to draw a card and place it on this spot to read into your past. Here we go. The Coven is what I ended up pulling. Now, here's the kind of interesting aspect, is because you'll put the card here, but then it'll give you options. I'm not quite sure what determines the options. I do know that later on you can get some cards and it will basically give you all the options. But I think the options are based off of the arcana of the cards and what they actually represent. So we can say there was a time in which you were worshipped by a coven. You've been tricked, tortured, or destroyed numerous times. You You're older than this universe. I remember, I think this is what I chose the previous time I played this. I don't actually remember this. And I don't know, I don't think I remember this either. So that's kind of interesting. Should I say this or should I say this? Well, I did say I was going to do new choices, so I'll just say this. You've been tricked, tortured, or destroyed numerous times. Yes. Yes, I have. Is this a sensitive issue? I'm not gonna lie to you, it is. Given the nature of the gifts I can concede to the one who summons me. Well, not everyone is as nice as you. Let's leave it at that. Come on, tell me a little more. Okay. For example, I've been summoned during wars to obliterate the enemy. Then, instead of paying the price of the contract, they just destroyed me. Ouch. I can't deal with betrayal. It takes me a lot to recover from it. There was this time a lustful witch summoned me to help her gather a harem of 100 of the most beautiful among witches and fairies. Looking back, those were some fun times. But when the time came to pay the price, the witch and her 100 lovers cast a spell to break me into 99 pieces, and they scattered me around the cosmos. I'm so sorry to hear that. It took my next summoner 10 millennia to gather my pieces and repair me through kintsugi. So that's where all your golden scars come from. Yes. You won't betray me, right? So far, I'm nothing but grateful. You've got a great ally in me then. I actually didn't know that. Because again, we just talked about him being older than the universe the last time around. I didn't realize these were scars, so, Wow, what was that? I felt an energy surge. That is your deck harvesting energy. Whenever you do a reading, you will harvest magic akin to the card you drew. Fortune telling will be your main source of energy once we seal our pact. I see. All right, the cards work. They work like a charm, I must say. You are a gifted fortune teller, my friend. Thank you. I really missed this. I almost forgot how exciting it is to dig into the secrets of the cosmic will. I'm so happy for you. And I am so thankful, Abramar. We're just getting started. Now go get some rest. Tomorrow we'll make another card and do some more divination. Looking forward to it. Good night. Abramar loves you. Do you think you will ever be able to love a being such as him? Strength is the next lesson. Today's lesson is about Earth. This is a powerful one. Weren't the other ones powerful as well? Well, of course. But this one is pure potential. Literally power. Okay. Glad to see you're excited. Let's begin the lesson, please. Okay. Earth. How can I sum it up? Earth represents determination, empowerment, everything that pushes you forward. Earth is grounding, support, the source, but also direction of your force. Earth is your drive. Earth is strength. That's it. But bear in mind that it doesn't only refer to your own capabilities, but also to the support of your allies. To master one's Earth is to be aware of where to look for potential, not to be drunk on one's power. Motherly love, loyalty, sisterhood, those are also forms of earth energy. I understand. Now for the third part of our contract. We will seal our earth energies together. Lay the question on me. Remember, your answers will affect your fate dramatically. For the earth seal, what do you want to become your main source of determination? I think last time around I picked myself, personal growth and self-realization. Since I chose romance, love, the support of my friends. Love, the support of my friends. Oh, that's beautiful. Pity I'm your only prospect for friendship. Hey, I have friends. One of the reasons I've summoned you is to get to meet them again. So if your magic works as well as you boast, you'll get to see them soon enough. I hope so. Otherwise, activating your Earth Seal is going to be pretty lame. Even if we can't see each other, they have my back. I know it. I see. Heartwarming. Now I will seal our Earth energies together. Get ready. Oof. The power. I love Earth contracts. I almost vomited with this one. Yes, Earth has a lot of presence. I've seen other witches puke right after sealing it. I'm one of the tough ones then. Oh, you bet you are. You've been the first one not to cry during the ceremony. Although, we still have fire to seal. That one is painful even to me. Oh no. You can do this. Only one to go. Now to the fun part. Let's make a card. All right. Let's see. Earth. Wind and fire. I think I kind of want to hold off on the Moonstone Temple. Maybe I'll choose the Gem Skull Belt. Yeah, let's do that one. And I will pair that with let's do the dragon. And then we'll finalize it with I kind of want to keep the Jade Road Keepers for other things. Sure, Iron Golem. Okay, again, this is going to be a weird one, so just trying to get through this. We'll do this, we'll do some cash off to the side, and then we'll do a dragon head over there. Can you go behind that? You're not gonna go behind that, are you? Okay, fine. Sure, we'll do that. The birth of iron. Arcana are blessed by the power of the Gem Skull Belt, a symbol for a haughty guardian. The Iron Golem is powered by sheer determination. Excessive earth energy can lead to immobility, guardian, ego, happiness, indifference, stagnation. Yeah, I didn't understand this the first time around when I did this, and I did just kind of mix things up by how they looked, and I did manage to get some good cards. But I don't think I really leaned into each element for a particular card, so that might not be a good idea. Nicely done. Come upstairs and do a reading for me, would you? Okay, we have 3 cards now. Any ideas on what to read next? I'm going to read your desire. I want to find out what your true intentions are. You want to expose your teacher. You'll give me no quarter, huh? I'm game. Do your worst. I need to know for the sake of our relationship. And of course I would pull the new card. You would like to be almighty again, greater than this universe. You are deeply depressed. You yearn for peace of mind. I don't think I had any of these last time. I'm gonna say you're deeply depressed. You yearn for peace of mind. I'm depressed? How could I be depressed? You don't even know what you're talking about. Are the cards wrong then? The deck is foolproof, but there's always human error. Well, I don't feel this card is wrong, and I'm not human. I'm a witch. You may be the almighty behemoth, but I'm the fortune teller here, and you're just my querent. When this happens, it usually doesn't mean that I'm wrong, but that the querent can't accept the reading. Come on, I'm older than time. I would know better. Lonely? Maybe. Frustrated? Resentful? For sure. But depressed? That's a human thing. I've never known a behemoth that's been depressed. Abramar, listen. It's okay. I can help you. I'm the one helping you here. Yes, and I'm grateful. But if you ever need to talk, I'll be happy to listen. You're not alone anymore. Wow, this witch. You will feel better, I promise. Sure. I think I'm going to draw another card. Oh, what for? You're quite different. Well, you're quite a difficult character to read. I just can't tell what your deal is. In addition to your desire, I need to ask, why do you behave like this? What do you mean by this? Let the cards speak. Okay, I pulled the coven this time. You feel the need to make your superiority clear. You want to be my friend. You crave my approval. You're trying to seduce me. He doesn't really come off like he's trying to seduce her, but, I mean, who knows? I'll say you want to be my friend. You crave my approval. No, I actually think I said this previously. I won't say that. So I'll say you're trying to seduce me. And I did say I was going to lean more into romance, so. You're trying to seduce me. Hitting on me through the cards, aren't you? No. I swear this is the card's message. Don't try to dodge the bullet. What is this about? I admit I have a strong fetish for witches. Ugh, creepy. It's not like that. I'm not talking about sex, exclusively. There is something tense and stimulating about becoming a witch's servant. Your desires are always so colorful. I just can't get enough of the rush that comes from satisfying a witch. Okay. Still sounds perverted to me. I won't argue that it's never a perversion. I'm lucky my abilities are so tempting for your kind. I'm eager to see how our time together will play out. I predict that you're destined to stir things up dramatically. You sure love drama. It's what makes existence worthwhile. A bit scared now, actually. Just a bit. You went in for the kill with this reading, didn't you? That's my divination style. If we don't dig into the intense stuff, we might as well just have a normal conversation. You're absolutely right. I can see I won't get bored with you. What now? I'm the one that needs some rest after today's session. Go and review what we've studied so far and get ready for tomorrow's lesson. Fire is the last seal and also the most trying of the energies. Farewell. Were you the leader of your coven? How would you punish someone for having summoned Abramar? Would exile suffice? Would you be able to forgive something like this? Or maybe you would think it worthy of death. Ominous. Lesson 5, Conflict. Ready for more? Yes. How have you found the ceremony so far? Do you want to review any elements before continuing? I don't think so. It was pretty basic stuff. Understood. What's the matter? You're not as chipper as usual. Ah, yes, I'm sorry. Fire is usually my favorite lesson, and it marks the final step before our contract becomes effective, which I'm looking forward to. But I have a bad feeling about this. That's odd. Based on your act and all so far, I thought you enjoyed the threat of dire consequences. Oh, of course I do. That kind of adrenaline is my favorite thing in the cosmos. What is it then? Look, you're right. I better stop dwelling on silly worries and focus on our training. I'm just moody for some reason. It's not silly. What do you say we look into it with our cards after we finish today's lesson? That might be a good idea. That's one of the perks of being summoned by a fortune teller. So true. You're on. It'll be a good challenge as the final test for this new deck. That's the Abramar I know. I need you sharp for the final lesson. Fire it is then. This element is usually feared by most and yearned for by those with ill will. But fire is more versatile than most magic practitioners think it is. Fire represents adversity, battle, everything that is against you. Fire is challenge, intimidation, the fuel of every battle. Fire is your wrath. Fire is conflict. Exactly. But don't just dwell on the negative aspects of that definition. Conflict also means growth. The only time fire is bad is when you're on the losing side. And even in defeat, there's a great deal of growth. We are the living example of that. Master your fire, and you will conquer anything the cosmos throws at you. To tell you the truth, I'm more intimidated by water. I'm actually quite fond of fire. Maybe that's why we get along so well. Now, the final contract. This answer will affect your fate profoundly. For the fire seal, what will you sacrifice to access my magic? I think before I sent the coven, there was consequences for that. Oh. The life of whoever I love the most, or my immortality? Well, I did say I wanted love this time around. I'm not gonna sacrifice the love of my life, but I will sacrifice my immortality. Oh, wow. Are you sure about that? You will live a maximum of another 60 years after you pay the price. Plus, you won't be able to live in space anymore. You will have to go down to Earth and live among humans. Do you want to reconsider? I don't think he asked me to reconsider last time. I'm actually kind of worried. No, this is my final answer. As you wish. I will etch your decision into the cosmic wheel and pray it doesn't break you apart when the time comes to pay the price. Brace yourself. Can't breathe. It's pain. It burns. It's breaking my atoms apart. I love it. Help me, Fortuna. Sailor Moon. All right. Wake up. Fortuna, wake up. Chapter 1. Arbitrage. What happened? Sorry, I had to wake you up. You've been asleep for a couple of days. You dropped dead after we sealed the fire contract. I thought it might be too much, so I let you rest. I feel dizzy. I had the weirdest dreams. Oh yeah? What about? Can't remember. But it felt premonitory. I feel bad for waking you up, but you have some business to attend to. What do you mean? Look at the window. You've got a visitor. That falcon. That's a familiar from an arbiter. What's an arbiter? The arbitrage office is an organism composed of former witches unaffiliated with any coven that ensures no witch is operating outside the laws of the magical pact. They also rule over conflicts between different covens and rarely interfere with internal affairs. It was founded about 4,000 years ago, so it makes sense you don't know them. Yeah, this happened during my slumber. Why were they created? Well, both the Arbiters and the Magical Pact were created after an especially bloody witch war that ended with our coven burning 87 witches inside of a white star. Jesus. Brutal. To avoid future atrocities, some witches vowed to stop using magic and focus exclusively on keeping the peace. In the beginning, it was a group of devotees who wanted to avoid tragedy, but nowadays it's mainly composed of outcasts that have to serve the arbitrage office as a lifelong punishment. So they're like the witches' equivalent of the Night's Watch. Wow, things have gotten a lot bleaker since I was last put to sleep. This all happened before my time, but I'm more afraid of having witch wars than witch cops. And what do you think the Arbiter wants? Maybe they noticed I summoned you? That's impossible. My arts are untraceable. And there's only one way to find out. Let's invite her over. Sure, I'll make myself invisible whenever you get a visit. Also, you have some energy pooled from sealing the fire contract, in case you want to expand your deck before inviting the Arbiter over. Okay. Plus, I still owe you a reading, right? Don't worry about it. There will be time for that. Okay, okay. But you're not off the hook. We'll look into what worries you eventually. As if I could escape you. All right, so I'll go ahead and stop it here. The next episode, we'll go ahead and see what's going on with the Arbiter. But I hope you enjoyed this. Again, this is one of my favorite games that I played last year. I definitely put it up there with pretty much everything that I played. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. So if you like the video, like the video. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. I have a lot of things on the channel, and I will have many more things in the future. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them in the comment section, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.